A new green economic zone is coming up in Kaduna State, northern Nigeria, looking to house industrial parks across the various economic sectors. It will also serve as a hub for other climate-friendly companies and organizations. Speaking to Arise News about this mega project a few days ago at the Intra-Africa Trade Fair Summit was Abdullahi, Naziru Abdullahi, the Vice President of the Kingdom Group.
It's good to have you here at the Intra-Africa Trade Forum in Egypt. It's good to have you.
Nice to see you.
And I love the idea when you say about building the future, a green economic zone. I'm trying to understand, what are you trying to build?
Okay. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be with you, Arise TV. The Green Economic Zone, it's a project that is located in Kaduna State. It's a JDA with the state government, where KK Kingdom and Kaduna State government are jointly developing this project. It's 748.9 hectares. That is the size. That is 7.4 million square meters. That's the size of the Green Economic Zone. And it's the first special economic zone in the country and the first 100% green energy powered zone in West Africa. So we aim to have a lot of industrial clusters such as assembly plant for buses, EV vehicles, pharmaceutical hubs, textile, edible oil, we can have also to say in the Green Economic Zone we have electronic clusters, heavy, light engineering, rice, sugar and much more.
Interesting. I'm trying to understand your concept, why this is important to build a green economic zone for Nigeria at this point in time.
Okay. As we all know, the world is advancing into green energy because we know the climate issues that are happening. And KK Kingdom, we're a construction company for over 13 years now, and we have a lot of technical know-how when it comes to construction, when it comes to development. We're into the real estate sector, the road sectors, and much more. So we looked at the importance of having an industrial cluster in Nigeria, northern Nigeria. When you look at Nigeria, all the industries are based in Lagos, around the water belt. Lagos is not the only Nigeria. Lagos is not Nigeria. Nigeria is huge. So we looked at having the Green Economic Zone in Kaduna, where it gives you access to 19 northern states. That's number one. Number two, another important of having the Green Economic Zone is the green energy aspect that I've mentioned earlier, which captures, which makes it so loving for people to say, wow, this is happening in Nigeria and it's the first time it's happening. So these are some of the concepts that are behind developing an industrial cluster, because once things are produced and manufactured in Lagos, they still come back to the north. So when we have this in the north, it saves transportation, it provides jobs and so many much more.
You say you want to save logistics costs.
Yes.
You want to save the roads,
yes,
in a manner of speaking, because using the truck. But I'm interested in how much progress have we made?
The Green Economic Zone project, I can say we've started in 2021, and in terms of the development, infrastructural development, we have achieved somewhere around 15 to 20%. The project partners and the advisory of this project is Afrexim Bank, and Afrexim Bank are providing the depth of this project.
I was about to ask you, what does Afrexim Bank bring to the table? Is it only on the technical side? Is it on the funding part? Tell me more about this investment portfolio part of the project.
Okay, Afrexim Bank, what we did was for to be able to achieve actually bankability and for the project to succeed, we actually appointed them as the advisory of this project to prepare the documents, to help us prepare the documents so that the project can achieve bankability. PwC developed the business model of the Green Economic Zone. We have EY developing the model for the edible oil, which is an anchor business in the Green Economic Zone. We have Deloitte developing the rice and sugar, which are also businesses that will be in the Green Economic Zone. So the due diligence has been conducted by Afrexim Bank just in October, and we are in the stage of getting a second credit approval, and disbursement will happen, and then definitely we kick off and we aim to finish the project in 2025.
Give me a figure as to the budget cost, the investment cost. Was it in millions of dollars?
Yes, the project in its entirety, the infrastructure and the 4 anchor tenants, it is around $840 million. But for the infrastructure, which is the first trench that Afrexim Bank are financing at the moment, it is $137.2 million. That is the road, the treatment plants, the sewer, the solar lights and all the connections, just to make it habitable. So this is 137.2 million. It's going to be a 60-40 debt financing. We bring 40% of the equity, and Afrexim Bank are going to give 60% of the debt.
What support are you getting, my friend, from the Kaduna State government, the sovereign, for the government to support this green major iconic project in Nigeria?
Thank you very much. You see, as I've mentioned earlier, Kaduna State, they are part of the project. It's a JDA, Joint Development Agreement with the Kaduna State Government. I can tell you there's a substation in the Green Economic Zone which is 95% completed. This is around $30 million, and this has been done by the state and 95% completed. So for every zone to succeed, you need that power integration to be happening or to be live. The Green Economic Zone, we can say power aspect, we are sorted. Mainstream Energy Solutions, they're a company also in Nigeria that we have already signed an MOU with them to offtake 100 megawatts of also power from them for the upcoming factories before the GEZ builds its 250 megawatt captive energy, which 100 megawatt is solar and 150 megawatt is going to be from gas.
Interesting. So I'm wondering why I'm sitting down here with you in Cairo, Egypt. You're looking for more investments. What are you actually looking for on the ground at this IATF?
Actually, the purpose of Green Economic Zone being at the IATF, it's for two reasons.
Yes.
Number one, to get investors for the Green Economic Zone, to attract people to the Nigerian market, because the Green Economic Zone has a lot of incentives. Actually, there's tax holiday, no immigration quota, export trade quota, there's duty-free imports, repatriation of capital. As we all know, the forex issue happening around Nigeria, it doesn't affect the GEZ, because even the banks that will be there, they will be offshore. So you can trade in dollar, you can trade in naira. And also the second importance for us to be at the IATF is to build partnerships. Number one is for the anchor businesses where we have big industries like the pharmaceutical, the textile. There are many companies here from different walks of life that come here. So how can we integrate and make this possible to create employment in Nigeria, to create an island of competitiveness, and also to create forex independency for the nation?
Interesting. I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
It's good having you here.
Thank you very much.
And
thank you.
Good to be at the KKK Kingdom.
Thank you very much.
Building a new kingdom in Nigeria.
Definitely. Sure. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
It's good to have you.
All the
Thank you
best.
very much. Thank you.